Jim Price is a remarkable alumni of St. Paul's, graduated in 1942. Believe that means that he's going to have his 75th reunion coming up next year, and spent most of his educational career at St. Paul's. He started at VMI, and the war interrupted his college experience. So he fought in World War II, was injured, pretty seriously injured in 1945, spent close to 2 years in the hospital recovering, and then returned back to Baltimore. Finished his collegiate career and started in the finance business here in Baltimore. His commitment to St. Paul's comes from the heart. He's been an active alumni participant. He's been a board member. He's chaired campaign committees. And I have to say that Jim's played a part in every aspect of rebuilding this campus. The building we sit in, this beautiful chapel, Jim was a key component in that campaign. One of our goals is to have every graduate leave here as a St. Paul's gentleman. And that may sound a little hokey these days, but it's real for us. And it's about having our young men be good decision makers, be young men of integrity, recognize that it's imperative that they contribute in their communities.
When I was on the board, I got to know Jim particularly well because he attended a number of trustee functions and board meetings. He has been one of the most generous donors to the school, but more than that, he has wanted to lead by example. So our annual fund, we wanted to increase the top level of giving to $50,000. When that happened, he was asked to be the first person to do that. He almost immediately said yes, but he said that he would like to have 3 or 4 people do it with him because, number one, he thought it would be showy if it was only him, but he also felt that others should step up as well. And that was the beginning of that giving level, which is a very significant part of our annual fund to this day. He never is trying to do things to promote himself. It's always doing things to promote the school. He was a student at VMI and was very good friends with a fellow named Walter Smith. Jim went to Germany and was wounded and had to come back to the States to convalesce. His friend Walter remained overseas and was killed. Walter's parents came to visit him, and they maintained a very strong relationship. Jim was a partner at Alex Brown & Sons and managed their money. Eventually, Walter's parents said they wanted to leave their estate to Jim Price. He said that that would be unethical to be their advisor and have the estate left to him. But he said, if you would like to help kids, young men, you could leave part of your estate to St. Paul's School. Some years later, when the Smiths died and the estate was settled, to Jim Price's surprise, the entire estate was left to St. Paul's School.
The Smith family had no connection to St. Paul. Their connection was to Jim. And their eagerness and their trust in Jim led them ultimately to making this really significant commitment. And that's Jim's legacy, that all of this is shrouded in this humble, sincere, authentic, caring individual. There's no fanfare around Jim. This is all straight from the heart and makes our work, those of us that are involved in asking folks to support the school, a real joy. And he's remarkable.